to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been crawling the hog since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. So Arkansas's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity, so some challenges coming his way for sure.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
Thomas looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's going to keep it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Thomas back to pass. Got the back over the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up fourth down.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
QB draw. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. All wideouts, no backs. From the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Riggs. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Right on the money. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole. Quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Thomas looking to fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. It's complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30, and good starting position for this offense. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Thomas back to pass. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Here we go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants when he...
They got it. It's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fakes to grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They could make this a two-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Thomas looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. The play-action fake. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. Wants to go up top. Firing toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Quick strike complete. There he goes. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Thomas back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they're not on the same page there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Thomas looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Under fire. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Thomas back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that complete. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2.
On the double. Eat blue. Eat blue.
They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Riggs. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And perhaps That's a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Back has it. Creates a little space. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. On the ground, turning it on, and that is how we will wrap this one up. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.